Ryan, congratulations. You must be through with coming to a tough spot to play and leaving with a win.
No, it's this is everybody knows this is as tough as it gets in the league, and they've got a very, very good team this year. One of their better ones, I think. And playing against it, I just thought it was an incredible game of basketball, and it was an incredible game of basketball for the second game of the year. They're a handful. It ended up basket for basket, and we've talked about with our team, and we said at halftime, they were taking control. You don't win here if they win the 50-50 stuff. So they got back into the game with the offensive rebounds, with the ball movement, with the pressure on the ball. And the challenge for us was to stay gritty and stay in it and stay in the game and make a game of it. And I just thought we won the game with that. You know, it came down back and forth in the last. We got the offensive rebound. We got a couple offensive rebounds, some good stops. So it puts us in good stead moving forward.
How pleased were you with Jalen Adams? There were a few MVPs out there tonight, but he was quite brilliant.
No, he's makes everybody better. And, you know, when you've got that position, because the ball's in his hand so much. And then, you know, I think he's doing a great job effort-wise on the other side of the ball as well. So, you know, the league's got great guards. You know, maybe the best one of all time playing tonight. So they were a spectacle, and I feel like he can go with anybody.
How do you reflect on the call to spend a week in Perth? You glad you did it? It was a nice way to start the season for your group.
There was no other option, and to be truthful with you, it was good for us. We've got 5 guys that have never been in this arena before, never played an NBL game before. So being in Perth, getting comfortable with the other players, having meals together, doing some things together, spending time together instead of going home for this team right now, I think it's been helpful.
There's been a lot of talk of the defense of the team. Wildcats had 7 turnovers that first 5 minutes. Was that the standard you want to reach?
It's the only way. That's how the team's been assembled to be, and that was one of the concerns of the team last year. And so when you come in, you're always trying to fix or help the things that were of concern. And the grit last year, the defense last year was an area of concern. So it was a focal point in the recruiting, and it's been a focal point of preseason. And I think you know, when you look at Buqual and Zay, what they did with Bryce Cotton, I think they did about as good a job as you can do on that. And then they're really, again, I'm horrible with names, but the new import, the left-handed kid, Pepper, you add the pieces around Cotton, it's hard to guard. So to hold them under 90, I thought was a pretty damn good effort for the second game of the year.
There's a bit of talk about the quality Cotton matchup coming in. How proud of you were with how he performed?
I thought he did a great job tonight, and full credit again to Bryce. He still had 20 points. He's tough as hell to guard, but trying to get Bull to play that defense, show his hand, and do it without fouling, that's where we're moving to. And I thought he was cagier defensively tonight on his overplays, on defending him without the ball. And, you know, that whole skill package, besides his tenacity, is improving, and it's a focal point for us.
Good plan around Jalen Galloway. Is that to just steadily increase his minutes over the next little bit?
100%. You know, we see him as somebody that can really add to this. And you can see, we play Sunday afternoon. The way the schedule is and the way the games come and the competition, depth is very, very important. So tonight, just getting him a feel of it and just getting him involved with the group and getting a win at the same time was helpful. And him being with our team this week, as was the question asked before, and getting him comfortable with our group was really good. We feel really fortunate on that one. that was a big decision on that piece. You know, when we got the other group together, he's an undersized, and we lack size. So, is he going to be big enough to compete on the boards and go with the big guys in this league from a defensive and a rebounding standpoint? And man, he's been and again, I think he's played in some competitions that aren't what this is, and his level just keeps growing and growing. So I think as the season goes on, you look at our team, that's an area where it's going to get better. And tonight, you know, he had big shots, and he had the rebound that won the game.
Alex Grant says Jalen makes everyone on the floor a better player. Do you feel that playing with him?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the attention he draws, because he's kind of a three-level scorer, like he's always got that floater, so teams can't really go under him because he's obviously going to shoot it at a high clip. So I think just how much he can make of on offense just with a simple on-ball is pretty incredible.
From a player's perspective, what is it like, the atmosphere out there? We speak about, like, not it's a difficult place to win, and not every team has a lot of experience out there. Does it take a bit of getting used to? Yeah,
it's good. I think fans here always turn up, so it's always a good atmosphere, and the fans are always backing their team in, so you're never really going to get them down. Even when they were down early, the fans were still in it. So I think it is difficult, but it's good to have the guys we have on our team to help it out.
What did you make of your own arm?
Yeah, I thought it was all right. I think defensively had a few lapses, but I think overall just anything we can do to help the team win is a positive.
Did you have your heart in your mouth when Elijah put that last shot up?
Yeah, I was under the rim and saw it falling short, so I was pretty relieved, but I thought JA's was going to drop at the other end too, so it was a close one.
You know, you're feeling with a lot of spotlight on yourself. There's talk of, you know, you might be first round draft pick in NBA next year. How are you dealing with all that sort of expectations?
Yeah, I think it's just one day at a time, and the coaches here are being good and just making sure we're looking after the process, and then the day after day is what will add up to hopefully having a good end of the year and see what happens after that.
Do you enjoy coming up against other next up prospects, and are they the kind of guys that you like to measure yourself on?
Anyone that I play against is always going to be in opposition. There's none special. It's just cool to go out and play different guys.
Yeah, guys, have you got me?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Gorge, just on Cam Oliver. We know what a star he is. We've seen how good he's been in these last 2 games. The first thing to know, how did he take it when you asked him to come off the bench? And the second part of that, allowing him to do that is how well Kelly was playing as well.
Yeah, it wasn't really. I mean, it's been interesting. It wasn't discussed. What was discussed in the recruiting was he wanted to come to Sydney, and he wanted to evolve his game. It's kind of been in a rut over the last few years, and he wanted to play in the NBL, and he wanted to. He thought this competition, this day-to-day, would lift his game back to where it should be. And to be honest with you, he came in underdone. You know, he was a little bit off what we know he is. And so when we started practice, Kelly started in the 5, and he just, you know, took that role, and it was never discussed. And right now, it's Kelly's been in it, and we'll see how it goes. We can always make an exchange there. But I've never been one for who starts. It's more who finishes the game and the role you play within the team. And when the money was on the line tonight, and in the first game, in both of those games, he was on the floor and he made plays to help us win in the big one tonight. So absolutely no complaints from him, and he's been a great teammate, and he's really excited to be back in the NBL. And what we talked about is happening. His game is evolving and growing as we grow and go along this year. So all spots covered there. And then as far as Kelly goes, just more than expected. Quicker defensively than we thought. Shoots the ball better than we thought. And then the other sides of it, you get what you see. He's a physical presence. He's a great teammate, and really works at both ends of the floor. So very fortunate there as well.
And what about how excited are you now for Sunday? It's your first game back in Sydney coaching. It's against the Hawks. Both teams are undefeated. I mean, there's every chance we get 15,000 people there on Sunday.
No, I'm really excited about the game, but to be truthful, I'm really excited to be the coach of the Kings and back in the NBL. And every day I walked into this venue and just, better than anticipated. Even being at the Olympics, people are there and they cheer basketball. Here, you got a whole stadium full of Perth supporters that are all over it. And to walk in this gym and play in that is why you're in the game. And then to squeak one out, again, tickled pink about it all.
Just lastly for you, Alex, similar question. How are you now feeling about Sunday?
Yeah, I'm excited. I think bigger turnout, obviously local rivals, but I think it'll just be good for the guys to recover, get home and reset for a big one.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Perfect, thanks.